Hello and welcome. This is the Eye of the Hand. The eye sees everything. Today's episode is going to be about this right here. So listen up.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this, and I don't think this is normal, but I've noticed a lot of grackles down on the ground staring at the sky. I do not believe that's normal behavior. I could be wrong, but as far as I know, I don't think that's normal. He doesn't even care that I'm here. He's staring straight at the sun.
And that's not the first time he's seen that in the last few days.
Now,
Grackle sitting on the ground, and he was
Mind you-
not afraid of this man.
this is MRMB 333 reporting this live tonight. Now, I gave a reporting about 2 weeks back about a major mass die off or a major event coming. Now, we've been seeing an uptick in earthquakes in these past couple of days in Papua New Guinea 6.3, 6.8, 7.0. And they expect an 8 point something. It's getting bigger as it goes. Now it may resolve away a little bit. It may fade away a little bit, but the whole point is that it's happening, right? Hello, everyone. Say hello to Brittany Crawley. She is the moderator here. You can talk about anything you want here, whenever you want. I leave this open for you guys, really. I mean, this is your house, not mine. This is for you guys to conversate and ask each other questions, what you think, and piece things together based off of your own perception. Okay? Now, we can't do it alone. 2 minds are better than one. Now, I've explained this before. The reason why 2 minds are better than one. Because number one, if you're by yourself paying rent out there somewheres, and that rent costs $700, $600 a month, and you got to pay power bill, and you got to pay all this other shit for food, now you got to take a think. If you had 2 people, you split all that in half. So it lessens your load. 3 people, whoa. 4 people, 4 quarters in a year, 4 people. That's the way we should be thinking. But we don't. Anyways, let's listen.
It was like he was more intimidated by what he sensed up in the sky. He would rather stand here on the ground next to this man than go up in the sky.
Birds.
And this isn't the first time that he's seen this. And this is from Rick out of Texas. And thank you, Rick, for sharing that. So anyway, guys, it looks like there could be something going on with the magnetic shields of Earth. That is one of the reasons that we measure the UV on a daily basis, especially during
huge planetary body getting ready to mingle with Earth. Getting ready to do a fucking dance that you've never seen. It's called the dance off. Now let's listen one more time to this. Let's listen. Just listen. Nobody needs to see it. Imagine it.
Unusual patterns. So something has changed. And it looks like it may be the magnetic shields. What? Here's a small video from Texas, and this was taken.
Hold up. Our magnetic fields don't get disrupted by nothing. You understand? Something's got to cause it. Let's use rational thinking. We're being reported this by every scientific group, NASA, everything, everybody. Suspicious observers, MRMB 333. Everybody's reporting this. And in my last video, I don't understand. People don't understand. They're hiding it with the chemtrails. But not every country is in play with it. That's why I have produced a video with 4 rising angels that fit the script of the Bible. And 2 of them have wings, the other 2 don't. So when the other 2 do get their wings, that'll mean they're closer to the Earth. And by the time the 4th one gets its wings, the air will stop blowing on the Earth. It'll be that time. See, I've seen ahead. I've not just seen what is here, but I've seen what's coming and how it's going to affect us all. Water will be the new currency, plain and simple. Overnight, everything's going to change. That 1988 conservation magazine I did, I was wrong. Cryptocurrency isn't going to rise overnight with the meaning of the flames underneath the phoenix with the coin on it. No, it's all going to burn. It's all going to go down. And I have a picture. Let me show you this, in fact, of Donald Trump in 1992, showing the date of the 23rd when the march actually took place this year. From back in the 23rd. I have proof of this. They tried to delete it. They tried to fuck me, but they didn't. I have proof. Now, I'd like you to share this, because this is where it comes into play. I'd like you to share this because it's very important. I want you to notice the top. Look at what that date says. The 23rd. All right? The 23rd. Okay? This is for the March for Guns. Now, take a look at the bottom one. What do you see in this picture? I see the word GUN in between the people. That's number one. I see on Stone Cold Steve Austin's shirt, hell. It says rise. Hold on. Let me read this to you. It says arrive, raise hell, and leave on his shirt. Okay? And at the top it says 23. Arise, leave hell. Arise. Arise. Period. Raise hell. Period. Leave. Period. Now look at the word gun in between. Oh, and guess who his bodyguard is back in 1992? Trump's bodyguard. Between McMahon and Trump. You got it. You got it. It's that motherfucker with the white hair that was in his campaign. Look at the date, 23rd. Gun. War. Read it backwards. Read the word under gun backwards. It says war. Read that word underneath the up word. If you read this backwards, like I can see it, it shows gun, but underneath gun, if you read gun backwards, it says UPWAR. Forget the E. We're all fucked. And it's going to be with China. I hope you do realize that. EMP will strike us. So if you're not prepared, I would get prepared. If you haven't seen what I just showed you just now, go back and play my video back. Skip it forward until you see the paper. And you'll understand what I'm saying, won't you? I love eggs. Hard-boiled eggs is the shit, right? But ask yourself this. How long will you be able to eat good, tasty food full of protein and nutrients before the government establishes a system. And it won't be long now, because of the school agenda thing that they're pulling. They're kind of pushing a narrative of, well, they know the kids ain't going to want the guns there. And they know damn well that teachers ain't going to want to carry guns. They damn well know all this. So what's next? So if the kids don't want it, what do they propose? Well, biometric system. Get your face scanned. We'll use the face scan for the children and the chips for the adults. Or vice versa. Or both at the same time for everybody. We'll make it convenient for them. We'll make them want it. Pretend I'm the government and I'm talking to the president. We'll make them want it, sir. We will ensure complete dominance in society. We will make sure that every head bows down to you. Just give us the power to initiate such sequence, and we promise they will bow down to you. They will take your mark, because you will be the only one, the government, with food. Because they're killing everything else outside of their own. Wildlife is dying, the birds of the air are dying, the sea is dying. Everything in it. You see it every day. And they're genetically modifying everything, which means they're growing shit in labs now, out of thin air, or out of petri dishes, so to say. So they're replicating DNA. It's not the same thing. And we don't need to eat food. I don't know where you were taught that. Just because we piss through something or shit through something doesn't mean we actually got to eat. Things change, you know. It's like if you wean yourself off of food slowly, take less food slowly, eventually you'll notice you go to the bathroom less, and then you'll notice you haven't gone to the bathroom in like a week. Then you'll notice you haven't gone to the bathroom in 2 weeks. And then you'll notice you're not hungry anymore because you're living off the Word of God. But I still like some of the food that this place has to offer. Haters gonna say it's fake. So real. Haters gonna say it's fake. So real. See, y'all are falling into a web of deceit, a mix, so to say. They take the people that believe in this, and they take the people that believe in this, they take the people that believe in this, and they send them off in different directions instead of listening to the people that are trying to tell you what they're doing. Now, ultimately, these chemtrails, you're probably waiting to know what I truly mean. Well, let me tell you. These chemtrails are being used for multiple purposes. Not just for geoengineering to combat global warming. Why do you think we got an ice age kind of thing happening in Europe and all these other places? Because they're playing with the weather. They want to see if they can do it. And they did it. So now it'll all go back to normal, but here's the fucking problem. Because they don't cool the earth. Well, they're trying to cool the surface of the earth, hoping it'll cool the core of the earth. But it won't, because the radiation that's coming in from the sun does what? Cook the inside like a microwave does its food. It cooks it from the inside out. So we're facing basically a boiling point where the reason why the earthquakes are happening is because the gases are building up because it's being heated up from the radiation from the sun. Because something's behind the sun pulling its magnetosphere back, exposing coronal holes to us. And throughout those coronal holes, radiation spews out, pushes our magnetosphere back so far, and then certain radiation penetrates the Earth. Well, it gets into the Earth, nevertheless. They report that it does. Now, radiation, we all know, what does a microwave do to its food? How does it cook its food? From the inside out with radiation. Well, that's what the sun's doing to the Earth. It's exactly what the fuck it's doing because something's behind the goddamn sun. Excuse my language, Father God, please forgive me. But something's behind the fucking sun, pulling the magnetosphere back. It's charging up. So it's safe to say that yes, this oblongated fucking solar system has its own sun and it's charging up now that it's coming back in. And we are only hit. Hey, how you doing, brother? My baby girl Brittany was trying to say hello to everybody. Why don't you say hello to Brittany as well, if you could, Mr. ODY. Boy, Odie. So, anyways, now that we know the gist of things, now that we know how the sun is working, because something's behind it, affecting it, coming in. Now, it has this loop that it does, right? So, if we cut that loop in half, anything going out that way past this loop has no more effect on our solar system because it's past its own, its own orbit of affecting us. But when it comes back around, see, it takes about 1,350 years to come back around. And when it finally does come back around, we get about 1,350 years of shit. It's going to get slowly more bad, even more bad. Whoa, 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 what the fuck is going on? Bad. Holy shit, everybody take cover. Bad. And then it's going to slowly start to fade away. Bad. Until it's out of that part of the system. So basically, it's going around this way and coming back this way. But this is the halfway point. Everything beyond the rings and the Earth and the planets stay fine. But when it comes in to the solar system, each ring that it passes takes the rings from being around like this, around each other, and makes them start to turn like this. And so we got this one turning as it comes through, it pushes the magnetic field of it. And then we got it comes through the second ring and it starts pushing that. That's why God said a new heaven and a new earth, because the fucking stars would look so different. It wouldn't be the fucking same when they come in. And it's going to last for 1,350 years. That's the point. But while it's coming, the earth is going to be remade again. It's going to gradually fucking continuously do what it's doing, but on a more higher level. You understand? Worse. Earthquakes will be worse. They'll be fucking 5 times more than what they were last year, this year. They'll be more abundant, more often. And as time goes by, it'll start to become constant to where it never ends. Until it goes by. But here's the fucking problem, sons and daughters of God. Is when this thing goes by, it's pulling our north and south pole, our magnetosphere. So we know where it is from the magnetosphere, the pole shift. We know where it's at in space because we know where we're at in space. So if we take a look, they've got it covered up. They've got whatever's there pulling the poles of the earth covered up. So now we know the poles are shifting. So it's got to go around. It shifts the poles upside down and then on its way out shifts them back again. So everything as we know it is going to cease to exist. Unless you're smart. It did say that there would be a house made in heaven, a house of God made in heaven, not by human hands. And it says that it would rejoice with the earth, and it's called New Jerusalem. And it has 12 gates and 12 angels guarding the gates. Those are the extraterrestrials, motherfucker. Those are the beings outside of this planet. And what the government's doing is pushing this Agenda 21 paper out so everybody can read it and think, oh, the government's up. They made it look like it was a leak. Oh, the government's. Well, no. Why do you think it's not going to be the government staging anything? They want you to fire upon these things that you see. They want you to kill these things that you see. They want you to do harm to these things that land down that you see. Even if they put their hands out to you, you shoot them with a bullet and they die and they take off. They're here to save us. And the government's been programming us to kill them. They've been programming us to think they're going to invade us. Look at Independence Day. Look at all the fucking movies we got in Hollywood. They've been programming our youth to fight against these things, to kill these things, that they're bad. But that's not the truth. I'm here to tell you that's not the truth. Because in Ezekiel it clarifies. Now, if anybody has any smarts or wits about them, you won't abandon your post until it's time. When you know rightfully in your heart. You'll know it because you'll feel it. You'll see it before you feel it. But as soon as you feel it, you must go. You must go to safety. Hey, Brittany, you still here? She might have left. I don't know. She might have left. Now, I need you to know this. They're my words. I speak them. But they belong to him. Not me. That's the fucking problem. I read that verse in the Bible and I said, wow, nobody's going to believe this for shit. That's why he said there's very few people. Only 144,000 out of 8 billion people on the earth. There's only 144,000 of them that are going to be taken up in the flesh. They don't have to endure tribulation like these preachers are telling you. It's a lie. Because the Bible clearly tells you, if you had read the Bible when you were a child, you would know before they've changed it, that the 144,000 does not get stung or harmed by these creatures that are allowed to sting and give pain but not death for so many years. Hey, Brittany. Oh, shit, the Xbox. I don't play video games, so you know how long it's been since I played a video game? Last time I played a video game, I think, was PlayStation 2. Grand Theft Auto. And, Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Who the fuck remembers that, huh? Nintendo 64, who remembers that? Who remembers Nintendo and Sega? Who remembers Atari? Well, anyway, yeah, I just had to say those few things. Like, my whole life has been revolving around something I've been searching for but didn't know what. For a long time, I was lost. And then all of a sudden, it slowly came to me, but then it became too fast. I was doing too much, and I overwhelmed myself. And certain people, they go crazy if they do that because they can't handle the vastness of the information that comes their way. But when you finally truly wake up, it's like a muscle. It's like you slowly work on it, and the more you work on it, the stronger it becomes. It's become everything for me. My whole life is based around Jesus Christ and God now. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Hey, listen, continue to go to the chat rooms, even if the video is not playing. Just go in there and bullshit with each other. Let's listen.
I think it was today or yesterday. It involves strange behavior of a bird. The bird does not look injured. This is a grackle. This was taken by Rick from Texas. And I want to say this was yesterday. This wasn't the first time he noticed this. Watch the video.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this, and I don't think this is normal, but I've noticed a lot of grackles down on the ground staring at the sky. I do not believe that's normal behavior. I could be wrong, but as far as I know, I don't think that's normal. He doesn't even care that I'm here. He's staring straight at the sun.
And that's not the first time he's seen that in the last few days. Grackles sitting on the ground